He can score from anywhere. He's a very fast player, and I will have to give the edge to the North American LAN team, Denial.
I think my edge goes to Denial as well, but I can't count out my boy Zane Jackie, who's always shown up as a very clutch player in RLCS. We'll see if he can do it here again. This is a single elimination tournament, and it's a best of 5 here. Win 3 games, you move on. If you lose, you are done for the day. One chance is all you get. And it is Denial in the blue. Take 3 in the orange. So we can set here on DFH. Classics to pass down towards Corrupted G. That opportunity for a shot goes towards the net, but blocked by Chrome. Corrupted G now to move this one back out towards Classics. A look for the back pass towards Lethamyr, and he'll get the backflip clear back into the orange. Chrome misses the ball. This will open up some opportunity. Them to continue on the offensive here.
Yeah, right out of the gate, Denial is showing that there's the superior team on offense. This ball has been in the orange half since the very beginning.
Chrome able to push that one into the blue corner, but immediately put back by Lethamyr. Zane Jackie will look, connect off the wall, but misses the touch. Corrupted G able to put it back into the orange corner once more. Chrome and Vince now connecting, dropping this one towards the box. Lethamyr with the block. Corrupted G had the 50-50. Now Zane try push it. Just we saw Take 3 finally break out, have an opportunity at offense, but is immediately shut down by Denial, and it's back here at the midfield line.
Yeah, and then a miss right there from Chrome as well. So Take 3, they had that shining moment for just a split second, but still Denial has been the team putting on the pressure. And all of Season 3, what we saw was Corrupted G being the one putting the most goals in the back of the net for Denial. So we'll see if he can step up again for Denial.
Zane with a nice pass to Vince, but interrupted by Denial. 3:17 left to go, still scoreless in game number 1. Classics on the wall will miss. This will open up a spot for Corrupted G to move up. So he brought Vince off the wall alongside Classics. Lethamyr in, the second touch goes in favor of Zane Jackie, but there's a boomer of a shot. Classics will put that one in. Denial's on the board.
Yeah, Classics here, one of the few North American players to use the dominance. He makes use of the corner right here. You see him, boom, he just side flips right into that. And when you hit it with the corner of your car like that, it puts so much pace on the ball. So Classics executing that very well. The placement wasn't perfect, but it had so much pace that it was a very difficult ball for the team to block. So Classics making an immediate impact as a sub on Denial.
Corrupted G onto the backboard. Classics up, back into the box. Lethamyr in. The 3-man play to put up Denial by 2. It's Denial in control of the game right now.
Yeah, again, Corrupted G putting this off the backboard. Classics had an open net, but putting it off the backboard was enough to leave it for Leth, who was right out in the middle. Denial just putting it to this Take 3 roster who's been struggling on offense. I was afraid to see this happening, and right now it looks like that fear is coming true.
Well, Lethamyr taking a page out of Corrupted G's book as far as car styling with the green Heat Wave and the green Dracos. Very much like his regular season car there. Zane Jackie, what a shot, but the block from Classics, this save away, and off to the side too. This will open up straight over to Corrupted G. Vince will shut that one down, but Take 3, best moment of offense we've seen from them so far in game number 1. They've yet to score, still down by 2. Vince will drop this one lightly back to Classics. This could be bad news for Take 3. Lethamyr in, onto the backboard. Corrupted G airborne to drop it back into the box. What a soft touch. I thought there would need to be a third man, but no, he does it all himself.
Corrupted G was the guy who was scoring for Denial last season, and look at this one. Coming across the net, he saves his flip. He did not double pop. He knew that he was going to need his side flip to put that back on net with enough pace to get in, and Corrupted G gets it. Now every single member of Denial scoring at least 1 goal, a team hat trick.
Zane Jackie now moving this one downfield. Chrome onto the backboard. Solid movement to dismantle the defense. Lethamyr will come in from the side, take away ball control, put it back out to midfield, and try to pass up towards Classics in the cherry pick position. Corrupted G will put it back into the box. Chrome will block it away. He'll be able to get that one past Classics in the upfield. With 1:42 left to go. Moments of offense like this happening here and there for Take 3. But other than the one really solid shot from Zane Jackie, very, very few opportunities to score materializing right now for Espion's teammates.
Yeah, they are looking like the Take 3 of old, where sometimes they just cannot put a threatening shot in on net.
Chrome out to Vince. Top into the corner. Lethamyr there. Roll it up high. Vince reads that well, drops it back down. The Classics Coming out of net, back across the midfield line, looking for the pass, misses the touch, but Lethamir in will also miss.
Classics has had a couple missed balls off of the wall there. That's, I believe, his second one that he should have gotten, but still it hasn't come back to haunt Denial, who have just been having their way with take 3. Again, this ball in the orange half. I would love to see possession, how much that ball has been in the orange half, because it's been quite a bit.
Lethamir lofting this one high. Classics up to try and finish it off. An open net, but Vince will move in before Corrupted G can make the final shot. Final 30 seconds approaching here of game number 1, and it's just been all Denial on the offense. Like you said, the possession game so significantly in favor of the Canadian squad. I don't know if we can really call them the Canadian
it's Classics
squad
now
that
so.
they've got Classics.
I believe Classics is from Florida.
That is the opposite of Canada. It's the other end of the continent entirely.
Corrupted G and Leth both going for that one. So this is a 2v1 situation. Classics, though, easily handled that one.
Back to the boxes. The final countdown happens here in game number 1. The clean victory right now from Denial. Can take 3, get one more on the board. Can they just get in, not get shut out maybe, possibly? No, it'll actually be, it'll be the Denial squad who puts in one more. 4-0 here. Denial very much in control of game 1.
Yeah, Chrome trying to get there. It looks like he ran out of boost before he could touch it. Leth and Classics both wanted that 0-second goal. But this game so heavily in favor of Denial Esports. When we see the stats, I believe take 3, only had 2 shots all game long as opposed to the 9 for Denial. In possession, we were talking about it all game long. That ball just did not leave the orange half almost at all. So take 3, we see them struggling offensively. That's the rotational problems that Espeon had mentioned that they had with him. They're still experiencing that with Chrome. Chrome, he did manage to get 3 saves playing defense, but really take 3 just needs to start playing more forcefully. Just go for the ball. Just go for it. At this point, with 0 threat of scoring anything on the net or scoring 0 goals, you really just have to throw the kitchen sink at them. If you get scored on even more, it doesn't matter. You have to try to get something going on offense.
Yeah, and when you have when you have rotations breaking down, when rotations are your issue, the only line of defense you have left is the goalkeeper, whoever's actually in net. Can he just straight up block the ball? You see 5 saves having to come out here, 3 from Chrome. He earns a savior medal, but when you're having to make that much of a defensive play, you just have no room to get out of goal. You have no room to rotate out onto offense. Can't even get boosts. So this sort of situation, like you said, they have to be able to match the pace. They have to be winning they have to be contesting. They have to be creating the 50-50s, and then they have to be winning them to create these offensive opportunities.
There were multiple times where 2 players from Denial were going for the ball, and typically you see that punished, but take 3 is just not playing fast enough to take advantage of the mistakes of Denial.
Well, here you see them trying to pick up the pace early on in game 2. So we moved on to Manfield. Zane Jackie out towards Vince. A scoring opportunity. Shut down by Corrupted G. Positioned in front of the shooter. Classics now down. Chrome intercepts off the back wall. The nice read. He'll follow this one along. 2 players bunched up there for take 3, and this makes it a 2v1 situation. Zane Jackie, last man in the back. They'll go for the wide rotation into the corner, which opens up time for take 3 to move into goal. And now the clean touches in the air. Very quick, going for the goalie zone. Moves Corrupted G out of position, but no follow-up from take 3. Move ball control back with Denial. Up here over the top of Chrome. Vince the shot downfield. Good way to draw out the defense there, and take 3 will score first.
Yeah, Zane getting up there, contested by Corrupted G. Left actually tried to put that ball up the wall, it looked like, and he ended up just passing it right off the sidewall. That's not what you want to do when you're on defense. Having a ball bouncing out into the mid like that just sets it up on a tee, and Vince did not disappoint. Was able to blast that one into the net off the bounce. You
saw Classics was kind of expecting him to be able to pick that one up, expecting a better pass because he was out of position there. Take 3, Vince able to score. They now have the lead in game 2. It's good news for them after struggling all game number 1, not able to get a single point on the board in game 1. Let's move this one downfield. Nobody in the mid to keep that ball pressure on. Classics go for the clear. Now Lethamir upfield to Corrupted G. Touch off the backboard, lofted by Chrome. Classics just looks to play it away from take 3. Not allow them to have ball control, allow his teammates to get set up behind him. He does so successfully. Corrupted G will get the touch over the top of the net. Zane to try and drop it wildly into the box.
Yeah, that was an opportunity for them to actually pass it across the mid to his teammate, but he chose to go for the shot and go off the backboard, and it didn't work out. So I want to see more of the cross-field passing plays from Take-3 and a bunch of these NA teams in general. That's when you really start seeing offense start to click.
Lathamir with the drop shot off the ceiling, saved by Chrome. They have a really strong chance of that going in. Chrome able to get that one. What a pass, Chrome to Vince. The boomer shot blocked by Classics. Over to the side, clean save. This team will look to pass this one laterally, see if they can move this one out. That touch from Lathamir off the wall again, giving the ball control straight over to Vince. But this time it does not go towards the net. Chrome pass 2. Classics has to make the save in the midfield. Good play out to Corrupted G. Lathamir will move up to try and follow up as well. Now it is Vince down onto the backboard. Nobody in position. Zanejackie misses. So the defense was grounded there from Denial. An opportunity from Take-3. Zanejackie was not able to capitalize on, but they are still pressuring in the blue box. They're going to see if they can extend this lead here at halftime.
They're grounded because their boost is just getting stolen. All 3 members of Denial going for that one, and 2 of them with 0 boost. So this is a great chance for Take-3 to put something in if they can keep this pressure up.
Vince, another shot. This one going wide. Zanejackie with another opportunity earlier before that.
Wow.
Oh, Lathamir, just a wall to push this one back downfield. Corrupted G gets it over the top. The last defender. But again, nobody in to shoot.
That was actually a phenomenal play by Lathamir. He dribbled that out by himself and bought so much time for his team to get boost and come and help him get on offense. So well done by Lathamir buying all that time.
Classics in the back, watching Vince. He'll move in to shoot, but he cannot make contact. Vince shoots to the far corner away from the goalie, and it's 2-0 now for Take-3.
Yes, well done by Vince. Vince was actually very low on boost as well. Classics trying to get to it left. He had no boost to work with, and Vince all by himself is able to put that one in. He is the only member of Take-3 to score so far in this series, and he did 2 goals on 3 shots, so good start from Vince, but to really all of this Take-3 team needs to start contributing towards offense if they hope to take the series.
Lathamir with the dribble to get it past Vince. Chrome with an opportunity in front of the net. Trying to drop it out towards Zane. Zane, always kind of a defensively minded player who's been known to be able to come up clutch on the offense with a pass from Lathamir to Corrupted G, or to Classics first and then to Corrupted G off of the backboard. Does not conclude in a goal just yet. Denial still struggling to score here in game number 2 after in the clean 3-0 victory in game 1. We are approaching the final minute. Here's the best opportunity they've had. Classics will take a shot. Vince will save it once more. Defense coming out strong on both sides of the ball, but right now it is Take-3 that has got the clean sheet.
Oh, yeah, you said it. Classics had that chance to put it in, but he hit that incredibly softly. So there was really not much of a threat. Had he put any amount of pace on that ball, they probably would have scored a goal. But Take-3 able to fend off that shot and preserve their 2-goal lead.
Corrupted G over to Classics. Back into the middle. Corrupted G will look to pick it up. Goes high. Zane over to Vince. Move this one down. That 50-50 going straight across the field. Corrupted G now up on the wall, looking for Lathamir in the midfield. He'll take the shot towards the net. They cannot finish it through. Vince once more shutting them down in front of the net. And now Take-3 with the opportunity to break it back over. It'll roll in barely. Zanejackie getting a bit lucky there. It's 3-0 now.
Zane didn't even get credited with a shot for that goal. Just sneaking it in, barely actually rolls off the curvature of the post and goes in. That's as close as you can put it to the post and have it still go in. That was just millimeters away from just bouncing straight up off the wall. So now a response from Take-3. After being shut out in game number 1, they come out and shut out Denial, making this a close series.
They'll get the save there, put that one away. If they can get one more goal, they will have scored exactly the same scoreline as game 1. Lathamir, they'll let that one touch there. Take-3, taking game number 2. We had a sweep in the first series. We will have no sweeps here in series number 2. We're guaranteed at least a game 4. Take-3, responding in kind, matching up with what we wanted to see. Matching the speed in the midfield, going for contests, going for the 50-50s, and able to create pressure there in the opponent's half, able to make the goals work here.
Yeah, they were able to start getting out of their half and stealing the boost and putting the pressure on. We saw the one goal that Vince had, just blasting it far post, going in because Leth was completely out of boost. Take-3 finally starting to get something going on offense. Vince, I thought, was a big part of that for them. Zanejackie had that huge dribble goal on his own, but we're not really seeing a lot of teamwork on either team, at least to get the shot, or to get the goals, rather.
Right.
Not a lot of passing plays. in this game. So I want to see more of that from these teams. We see it a lot in NRG and their type of gameplay and in the best teams in the world. So now that these teams both have a game under their belt, maybe after they're a little bit warmed up, we'll start seeing more cross-field passing plays.
Sure, and I think here, especially in Game 2, it felt like more goals were being scored on defensive mistakes than it was on offensive prowess, particularly. Which is the pass play is the offensive maneuver to create your own scoring opportunities rather than just you taking the scoring opportunities that are made available to you by the defensive mistakes. You saw that first situation where Lethamyr pops it off the wall straight out to Vince. He's like, okay, I'll take the shot then. I'll move that one down. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. But here, I would love to see, I'm with you, I would love to see the passing plays from both these teams.
And now that they both have a game under their belt, or a win rather, we'll see if they start to go for some more fancy plays.
Dude, it's daytime. I swear it was night like 30 seconds ago. I don't know what happened here.
Yeah, I was laughing at Lethamyr going for the backward shot. Not that terrible joke.
Man, I thought
You're like, I think Carpet said it. You are the best Rocket League weatherman. You make weatherman jokes.
You can see Mal Kronovi there in the distance, overwatching our stadium here. This one, man, so much pressure. Can they get this one through? No, Lethamyr's shot goes wide. It's been all denial here in the first minute of Game 3. Finally, we see Take 3 with an opportunity. The ball in the blue. But Lethamyr, the nice flick, and then picks it right back up himself. Look at this ball control, this dribbling. He forces Chrome to make the tackle, which gives the ball control to Corrupted G, but he puts that one straight onto the backboard. Vince will clear that one away, and now a run towards the goal. It'll be Classics who gets in the way, pops it out, and Lethamyr over the top of Zane Jackie. Just one player in the back. Vince will be able to move that one.
Classics has been playing very physically, going for bumps, going for demos. He is a nuisance type of player, similar to how Insolences plays in Fireburner and Jacob. So we'll see if that physical play can help Denial get a goal here in game number 3.
Vince went for the air dribble from the corner, but he only gets it as far as the box. So we move back into the orange corner once more. Chrome to pop it high over the top of Corrupted G, who goes and tries to zone out both defenders. Zane will be able to successfully get the clear into the blue corner. Corrupted G over the top of Zane. Classics cannot get it past Vince. You see this ball going back and forth. Both teams looking for consecutive touches to move this ball downfield. Zane now up to Vince onto the backboard. Chrome is airborne to drop it back across and away from the defender. Zane Jackie in with the shot. Clean plays here from Take 3.
And Zane Jackie just places that wonderfully. And this is the type of team passing that I was hoping to see. Even though the team passing didn't directly result in that goal, it was the pressure that allowed Zane Jackie off that backboard to be able to put that in. So Take 3, they're starting to warm up, starting to utilize one another, and they were rewarded for it with a goal here in game 3.
Corrupted G out to Lethamyr, the shot. Oh. Wow, did you see where this shot came from? This pass came from? All the way back in his own half, Corrupted G finds Lethamyr.
Yeah, and then Leth actually got bumped here and just kept going with it, and Blastic kind of pinches it off of the ground, and that shot was unblockable. So an immediate response. Less than 5 seconds later, Denial has tied this back up.
This is the first tie game we've seen in this series. This is the first tie game we've seen in the entire summer series so far.
Not a lot of games to go off of.
That's very true. It's a very small pool. Vince will get this one all the way through. He certainly does. Finds the hole in the defense, and it is Take 3 back in the lead.
Yeah, Vince, the hero of the last game, Leth trying to do something with that ball, but again, he just passes it off the sidewall and sets it up for Vince yet again. It's the second time we've seen that exact same thing happen. So now, Take 3 taking the lead yet again. The defensive Denial sometimes just floundering.
So right here at halftime, it's about the best game of Rocket League we've had so far. Most even game. So Lethamyr will play this one over to Corrupted G, looking for the midfield pass shot. Does not come through. Lethamyr will have to fall back. Get to pass this one across his own net. They'll look for Classics in the midfield. Shut down by Vince. Corrupted G now, Lethamyr. Moving up as a duo. Classics looks for the opportunity but misses again. Vince and Chrome moving up as a pair. Zane Jackie in the midfield. That's 3 men right there on the midfield line for Take 3. Very aggressive positioning. The boys in orange. Classics will try to play this one off the wall. Chrome right there Put it back into the box. It is take 3 with all the pressure, and Vince will be able to get it off the pinch. It's a 2-goal game.
Vince getting the goal, but Chrome doing most of the heavy lifting here, getting it by 2 defenders, just flipping right into it. And his flip just was so well positioned to get the block right after his touch. And Vince waiting in the mid to clean that one up. Vince scoring a majority of the goals here for take 3. And now 3-1 lead with just a minute and a half left to go. Take 3 looks like they are going to take this win.
That roll down. Close opportunity for take 3. Lethamir's just going to come in over the top. He was looking for the back pass. Lethamir's like, thanks, I'll take that one. Appreciate it.
So Chrome passes that backwards. And then, yeah, so
Zane tried to pass to Chrome.
Chrome passes it backwards. Zane passes it over to Lethamir. That was a very confusing play. I'm like, who's on whose team?
Yeah.
Where is the net?
I think he was definitely looking for Chrome on the bottom and hoping that he would turn it around, but Lethamir's like, you know you're heading the wrong direction, right? Oh, I'll take that.
So we have a game, right?
Another game. 1:15, only 1 goal difference. We can play into 0-second stoppage time here. Stoppage time is not the right term. Vince over the top. My goodness. Okay, another kind of defensive lapse that Vince just capitalizes on immediately.
Yeah, a hat trick for Vince. Leth going for the block. He missed it. That actually threw off, I think it was Zane Jackie who was going for the read off the backboard. And again, it's just a cleanup goal for Vince. It has not been the prettiest goal-scoring endeavor for either one of these teams, but still a win is a win.
Oh, man. Do we want to just say everything we just said again? Because look at this. Just the defense just completely lapsed up here. No solid touches. Classics to Lethamir. 1-goal game once more.
Yeah, Zane wanted to touch that, just missing that out. That surprised Chrome. He was expecting somebody from some team to get a touch on that. He wasn't expecting to have to be forced into defense so quickly. And now a 1-goal game. This has been so back and forth.
Ooh, can they finish this? No, it'll be Corrupted G. Not able to get through Chrome. Now Vince versus Lethamir. Classics in the back. This one up high. Just going for the carry. Just holding on to ball control as long as he possibly can. Rapid G lurking on the side, looking for the opportunity as 3 players bunched up for denial there in the orange corner. Lethamir will meet up with Classics, drop it towards the net. It's high of the corner. Chrome will try to move out. See if he can clear this one out to a teammate here off the wall. But with 30 seconds remaining, it's a 1-goal game. Best game we've seen so far today, and what has been quite a shootout. Lots of defensive mistakes on all sides. All teams taking advantage of it.
Yeah, the pressure coming out from both sides, able to put it on. There's been a few mistakes, but still entertaining to watch these teams duke it out.
9 seconds left on the clock. Now 5 as Lethamir puts this one in the air. They got to score this one if they want to go to overtime. It's right there in front of the box. Does it go in? No, it'll go wide. Classic still can keep it alive. He pops it high, but Chrome up to try and kill it straight down onto the hood of Lethamir, actually, and it will touch. Take 3 will take game 2 to 3. Game 3 so far between these two guys. They take the lead in the series now.
Take 3 taking 3 goals, or 4 goals to 3. Lethamir scoring the hat trick for denial. Vince scoring a hat trick for take 3, and then Zane getting that difference maker with 1 goal, putting take 3 1 goal ahead. And this one was the first game we saw that wasn't a shutout, one on either side. This one incredibly close. It has not been the best Rocket League that we've ever seen. This one is definitely a slugfest. They're scrappy right now, just trying to get whatever goal that they can. But still, the communication seems to be struggling on both sides. In that game, though, definitely it was worse on denial. I saw one time where all 3 players for denial went for it. We saw at the end of the game there, Corrupted G jumped straight up with his back to the ball, jumping straight up and used up all his boost, and Classics ended up coming in and hitting it anyway. So that just shows you that they're not feeling it as much. They're not really jiving as a team right now, because normally you wouldn't see that happen. You'd see Corrupted G get called off by Classics, who's going for it and not using up all his boost, because then we immediately saw an opportunity. Had Corrupted G had boost to go for that, he would have been able to keep that pressure on. But so these teams struggling a little bit. Each one is playing with a sub, so it's understandable that they're not playing to their maximum potential. But we'll see here with denial, with their back to the wall. This is a best of 5. This is a single elimination tournament. So if they lose this game, they are out. So this is everything for them.
Yep, denial needing to find the win here in game 4 after dropping games 2 and 3. They really want that game 5. Take 3 going to be trying to shut them down early here. move on to the tournament themselves. Vince will interrupt the pass play. G goes in, but misses wide in the air. So much boost expended, just like you talked about before, and Vince will get that one past Classics. Lethamir has to make the tackle. Just has to buy his teammates time to get back, get boosted up, see if they can move this one back out into the orange. Zane over. Shuts it. Man, my goodness, he tries to clear it away and then has to make the save as well. G now over onto the wall. Lofted high. Zane demoing people all over the pitch. I think it was a shooter game. Drop onto the hood of Classics to try and play it past Chrome, who meets it, goes for second touch, gets it all the way to the blue box. Lethamir back to the side, gets it past Vince. Solid solo plays here from Lethamir, but it is Zane who has more time to read. He'll get that one past.
And we're a little bit of a boost crisis right here. Classics getting lucky, just snagging that corner boost right as it came up. But still, take 3, getting good early pressure here against Denial.
Oh, Vince.
Ceiling
Looking
shot.
for Zane. Can they finish this one off? It'll go. Oh, he finishes it away. Classic shuts it down. Going for the style points, but it won't happen today. Still 0-0 in game 4.
Classics barely keeping that one out, pinching it between the crossbar, but Vince went for that ceiling shot, and it was so wonderfully placed. But Classics just remaining calm, able to keep it out. What a play there by Vince.
Classics into the corner. Able to pass out to Corrupted G off of the defenders. Corrupted G will finish that one off. Clean plays there.
Yeah, this one a little bit fortunate. Classics just trying to win that 50-50, but it bounces out wonderfully to Corrupted G, who was waiting in the middle. So not necessarily an intentional pass, but it doesn't matter for Denial. That leads to their first goal.
I'll give it to him as intentional. Why not? You know?
There's no way.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, kickoff goal.
There's a you know how I feel about these.
Yeah, so kickoff goal right here. Classics just killing that against Chrome.
Beautiful play. That's how you do it. If you're going to cheat up.
Yeah, and we saw, I actually was watching one of Gibbs' YouTube videos about Jacob's kickoffs in the World Championship. He does such a good job of making sure it goes back to his teammate, just like what we saw here. Classics able to get that one back in the corner to Corrupted G. You're not always just trying to go for a kill or to try to push the ball in the opposing half. You want to get it to one of your teammates. And look, another goal.
Look at this. Just complete dismantling of the defense from take 3. 3-0 in the first 2 minutes from Denial.
Yeah, Vince getting beaten out. He was the last one back. Lethamir using every ounce of boost he had left to put that one back. There was nobody home for take 3. And this immediate response, Denial, after going down 4-3 in the last game, is roaring back. 3 goals, and we still have 3 minutes left in this game.
They have really found their offensive groove. Not even having to play that much defense right now. But never mind. Zane Jackie will put that one through. They're able to get it off of the crossbar. So they move that one up and get their first point on the board.
Yeah, Lethamir again. Lethamir trying to help out, but he just blasts that right across the middle for Zane Jackie, who puts that in. So that is the 3rd center ball that we've seen from Lethamir, which has resulted in a goal for take 3.
Zane Jackie. Put it onto the backboard. Classics Airborne Chrome looking for an opportunity. Not going to connect with his former teammate. Corrupted G getting that one through. The last line of defense, Vince has to hightail it backwards. Now Classics to the open net. Corrupted G will shoot that one through. Just they find the rotations right now are so wide that they leave these big open spots. And you saw the 2 players committing off to the side there, Chrome and Vince. Left so much space there. Corrupted G puts it straight through. We're back to 3 goals.
Yeah, there should have been somebody in net ready for that one, but really, that was the type of passing plays that I was telling you about that I wanted to see across the middle. Classics saw Corrupted G waiting for it, and he put that one right to him. And Corrupted G just using the bottom of his car to redirect that one into the net. Now a 4-1 lead for Denial. This one is looking like it's all but surely a victory.
Lethamir all the way down the field. Is this going in? Sure is. The breakaway boomer shot from Lethamir. The 4-goal lead now. Only once have we seen a team on this level able to make a comeback of 4 goals. So I think you are absolutely right in saying Denial has this one in the bag. We'll be going to game 5. They just got to hold on for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that one getting centered in by Zane Jackie. There was no one back, and those, when you center a ball like that, it's so dangerous, especially when it's bouncing like that, because the enemy team can just set up a huge booming shot across the whole field. So 5-1, this one is just a slaughter for Denial.
Yeah.
This is huge for them, momentum going into game 5. So just look for take 3 to just start trying to chip away, start trying to get the right mentality again, because if Denial can still put in more goals on top of this, it will be a rough Game 5 for Take 3.
Vince trying to pass to Zane. Get it off the wall. Draw defenders. That'll be Croman with the shot, as it was in tight before the goalie could get in and finish it off. Making it a 3-goal game. Still definitely a possible comeback, but such a difficult mountain to climb.
That still was not the prettiest of goals. Chrome was able to bail out his teammates, but both Zane and Vince went for that ball. Every single player was in the corner there. Had that shot been blocked, it could have been bad.
Would have been easily punished. Vince over the top. Oh my goodness, there's just so much.
Kickoff goals.
Yeah. So over the Classics going for the cheat up, but it just didn't work out for him.
Yep, and then Vince with no boost was able to side flip past Corrupted G. So a pair of kickoff goals, and Vince single-handedly getting the ball past every single member of Denial. So this is exactly what Take 3 wanted. They actually have a legitimate shot to bring this one back. A minute and a half is plenty of time for them to score 2.
Chrome now downfield. Classics drops this one wide. See him open for the back pass here, just trying to keep the ball away from Vince. Doesn't really work out for them. Vince was able to get a wheel onto it. Chrome puts it back into the corner, but there's Classics. Solid clear. That'll buy a lot of time here for Denial. So they are looking for that Game 5. Remember, if you see the comeback here, if Take 3 makes the comeback here, they move on to the bracket. They will have the win. But Lethamyr has other ideas. He's going to look to double tap this one off, put it back in. Back up to 3 goals in the final minute. Denial looking for Game 5.
Lethamyr really the MVP for Denial right now. A hat trick last game, a hat trick this game. That was actually his 4th goal. Reads that one beautifully off the wall. Those ones are so easy to mess up. But he just executed it and made it look so easy. Now 6-3 for Denial.
I don't remember the last series I saw where the entire series was as much of an offensive shootout as this game has been. Usually it's like one game will be that way, and then we'll go settle back into strong defenses. But here, these teams, so many openings on the defense, such wide rotations, leaving the opportunities for teams just to move up and score quickly. We're seeing these guys 9 goals here in this game.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is due to them just playing with new teammates. Usually we don't see as many double commits and, you know, sometimes triple commits. But that's generally what you see when you're playing with a player that you don't have a lot of experience with.
Gio try to wrap this one around, just keeping that ball in the orange, guaranteeing there are no more goals coming through for Take 3 and sending us to the Game 5. Classics will let that one roll into the corner there as it expires. Game 5 inbound here. And I feel like one of the things we're seeing is as we see some wide rotations that are opening up shot opportunities, and we're seeing players missing touches consistently, kind of whiffing on the air, whiffing on the wall especially. And you can talk to this probably more than I can as a former pro player, is how much does that change the way that you position yourself? If you know, oh, if he misses this, I have a free shot. And you know, at the pro level, you wouldn't assume that he's going to make that mistake. But right now, we're seeing that, so that definitely changes the way they're moving.
A lot of times at this level, everyone expects you to hit the ball. So sometimes a miss can actually work out for you, where the whole defense commits to that player making the touch, and then when they whiff it, it actually sets up your shot for somebody else. But really, it can also have an effect negatively where you're not trusting your teammates as much. For instance, there's situations where you can go right into the middle of the field waiting for that center pass off the wall, but if you're not confident your teammate's going to hit that, you might double back. Because you don't want to get caught with your pants down and have the other team get a breakaway. So right now, we're not really seeing it benefiting either team much in either way. It hasn't been the most beautiful Rocket League, but still, these teams going back and forth, it's been a slugfest. These guys just scratching and clawing, trying to get this victory, and this is the deciding game. Whoever gets this game will be moving on. This is the first Game 5 that we saw, only the second series, so not that surprising. But
it hasn't been the most beautiful Rocket League, but it has certainly been exciting. I have no idea who's going to take the victory here. If you went with just the last half of Game 4, we saw Take 3 making quite the comeback there. And they could easily continue to carry that momentum forward here as they have the first opportunity to score. Classics gets a block. Corrupted just being a wall. It rolls away. Just the massive pinball machine in front of the goal. And they dodge a bullet. Denial will keep this one scoreless and look to pass it back out. But my goodness, they had quite the stroke of luck there that they just all happened to be right there.
Yeah, that one narrowly missing.
Rome out to Vince, interrupted by Corrupted G. That leaves Vince up in the corner. He'll have to rotate back. So we see Lethmir trying to connect with Corrupted G. A very similar play. Interrupted on the other side of the field now, and Classics over the top. With that contention, you saw 3 players trying to move out there together. Zane Jackie realized the mistake, fell back quickly, but Lethmir just tapping this one at the first possible moment he could to get this one in.
Lethmir has been the MVP. Look at that, reads it right off the corner of the ceiling, passing it to himself. Getting the job done. Lethmir puts in the first goal for Denial here in the final. Game 5 of this series.
I think the only way Zane Jackie blocks that is if he's just hovering.
Yeah, they
right
were
there
all
on
out
the
of
crossbar.
boost.
There was no way.
So it was really tough. Lethmir, as soon as that one crossed under the crossbar, allowing him to put it in, he did. That was phenomenal by Lethmir.
Lethmir trying to drop this one to Corrupted G now. It's Denial after dropping games 2 and 3. Have made the comeback and sent us to game 5. Winner here moves on to the bracket. Zane Jackie over the top into the corner. Vince. The box as well. Chrome and Zane Jackie very close to each other in the blue corner here. Vince lurking at the midfield. Take the shot to the net. It does not go in. He gets the demo. It opens up the space. Zane Jackie will put it in. Tie game.
And now we're all tied up. Like you said, Zane just putting that right over to Vince. Vince off the corner, taking out Corrupted G. That was quite the play by Vince.
What a beautiful, I mean, you know that the goalie was sitting there watching the ball like, is that about to go in? He wasn't thinking about Vince.
I mean, in that situation, you can't tell if it's going to hit off, like when it's hitting off the post like that, it can go in so many different directions.
And so, you know, all his attention was straight, it dropped straight in! This is so similar to Lethamir's play, and Vince able to get the lead here for take 3.
Yeah, Vince with the self-pop, going for the double tap off the backboard, using up every little bit of boost that he could to put that one in. And Vince, it has been the Vince versus Lethmir battle.
It has.
These guys going head to head, trying to be that difference maker for their team. And right now, Vince is that difference for take 3.
And I've seen 2 different goals now that Vince has pinched off of Lethmir to go into the Denial net. Being quite the MVP here. Classics flips in the midfield. Vince with control. Waits just poised in control. Puts it off the crossbar. Does not go in.
Chrome and Zane both committed for that ball as well.
Whew. Oh, Classics. What patience here from the Genesis player to put it past Vince.
And this is well done by Denial. Corrupted G getting that touch over to Classics.
He was getting zoned by Lethmir.
Yeah, Lethmir was trying to get up in Vince's face because what happened is Zane and Chrome, they both committed to the ball on the offensive side of the field. That opened it up for the counterattack, and Corrupted G was able to slide it by and take advantage of that mispositioning. And then Leth, he knew all he had to do was get in front of Vince, mess up Vince, and that's exactly what he did in allowing Classics to score.
James, I am loving how much Lethmir and Vince are at each other's throats right now. Like both the last 2 goals we've seen them right next to each other, just wanting to interrupt anything that they're trying to do.
It's personal.
Yeah, it's personal at this point. They're out for blood. It's too bad we won't get to see them play again in this series here, because one of them is going home. Lethmir coming off the wall into the corner. It is also with that last goal, they tied it back up, by the way. If you hadn't noticed, we still have no idea who's going to win this series.
The 5th and final game of the series, and it's all coming down to this.
Oh, they tried, but Chrome with the save. You saw Corrupted G coming in to try and redirect it away from the goalie. But he gets the read. Chrome keeps us tied up here with 1:55 left to go. Lethmir coming in, cannot get it through all of the defenders. Zane Jackie will move out, and 50-50 at high. Chrome wanted to try and pick it up, but could not move that one out.
And again, we saw both Lethmir and Corrupted G going for that shot. So the last time we saw that happen, that's going in.
Oh, Zane finishes it off. It was going to go in already from Vince, but that is take 3 now with the lead. Only 1:38 left to go.
When you send 2 people at a ball like that, it puts you in these awkward situations, and Zane Jackie stealing that goal from his teammate, but still a mistake. 2 players committing, leading to that counterattack, and now the lead for take 3. We might see Espion's prediction come through. He predicted 3-2 in favor of take 3.
It is very possible right now. It is all up to Vince and the boys here. Can they hold on? Now trying to shut that down. Goes over to the side. Classics to try and drop this through. Goes for the bump on Vince, but just Vince keeping his mind cool, lets him roll on past. Now Lethmere to Classics looking for the shot opportunity. G in the midfield, keeps it in the orange. Vince has been sitting in this corner for the last 30 seconds or so. So much pressure here. Corrupted G cannot get it through Chrome, but Classics in with the follow-up off the crossbar. That's not what you want. You need the tie game. Final minute of play, and there's the clear from Zane all the way onto the backboard. They're going to have to spend so much time just getting it out of their half. They want to get this tie game. They have to move quickly here. Lethmere into the corner. Chrome on the wall, past Classics, an excellent touch to put it high. Vince in as well. Chrome to see if he can put in the nail into the coffin of Take 3, or of Denial. This Take 3 is 30 seconds away from moving on in our bracket in what has been an exciting 5-game series against Denial. Denial trying to keep this alive, only 1 goal away from tying it up and sending this to overtime, but with nobody in the net right now, so much pressure from Take 3. Lethmere gets the clear. It's downfield, Vince in the air, taps it towards his own net, it goes in! Why are you kidding me?
Vince, you are nasty. Unfortunately for them, that was their own net. Vince caught out of position. That was actually a weird pinch that sent that ball back towards his own net, surprising him. He was trying to clear it out across the field, but just puts it in his own net for one of the sickest own goals that I've ever seen.
I'm geeking out right now. The fact that that was Lethmere to Vince as well. These two guys, they've been right at each other the whole time. Oh, but Zane doesn't go in.
Oh,
it bounces. Oh, Chrome puts it through. 1 second remaining. It's still possible, but Take 3's looking good, bouncing back from their brutal mistake.
Oh, Lethmere needed to get that touch, but he was 100% out of boost, and with 1 second left, Chrome, the substitute filling in for Espeon, comes through and makes Espeon's prediction come true. Take 3 taking out Denial unless we see some 0-second heroics.
They're all grouped up in the corner there, I don't believe. Take 3 after Vince scores one of the most beautiful own goals known to man. Zane Jackie bounces back, Chrome helps him out, and they get the win in 5 games. Espeon, he's one of my favorite analysts now, too.
Yeah,
look at that. He comes out, perfect prediction.
Taking our job.
They're taking our jobs,
Hey, that's
man.
fine, man. But that game's so back and forth. Really, Denial, for the longest time, only had about 3 shots on net. They had three shots, 2 goals. Vince, on the other hand, 6 shots. And they kept that pressure on. But that own goal, I thought, would be the difference maker. Because when you score a sick own goal with 11 seconds on the clock to tie it up, the momentum is not going to be in your favor.
Yeah.
But an immediate response, and Chrome putting that one in, putting that final goal in, must feel good because he takes out Denial, who had his ex-teammate Classics on it. So congratulations to Take 3. They're moving on in the bracket.
My goodness, what a game. That whole series was so exciting all the way down. As you said, not the prettiest Rocket League. That own goal was the fact that the own goal was probably the prettiest thing we saw. Tells you exactly what was going on here, but still so much fun to watch. Well done to Take 3. We'll see them again later today, but for now, we're going to send it back to the desk.